In this video, we'll learn about question number 4 from exercise 3.3. Now the question is related to a double bar graph because we have been given first term and the second term marks of a particular student. So we'll draw the double bar graph now. Draw x-axis and y-axis and mark the categories like subject on x-axis and marks on y-axis. So these categories tell us what are we going to represent on x-axis and y-axis. So x-axis is kept for subjects and y-axis we are plotting marks over there. So we give the title also, the performance of a student in first term and second term. This is what is being represented through this graph. Scale 1 unit is equal to 10 marks, as you can see here. It starts from 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 and so on. Key is very important because when we are drawing a double bar graph, we need to tell which bar represents which particular data series. So here we have two series, first term and second term. So this dashed bar will be representing first term and the plain bar will represent second term. Now let's start drawing the bars. So write title, scale, key of the graph and everything. So we have just discussed all these points. So we mention all of them. Next, draw first bar for first term in English whose height corresponds to 67 on y-axis. So in English, the student scored 67 marks. So we move 7 markings ahead of 60 and draw this bar. Obviously, make sure that you remember this point that leave one column and then draw first bar. Don't join it with y-axis. So this is how we draw the first bar for English. As you have noticed, we have marked it with dashed line so that this represents first term and the second bar has been drawn for a height corresponding to 70 on y-axis and it has been kept plain to represent second term. Now you will also notice one more thing, that two bars of one subject will join each other. There is no gap between them. But once we try to draw the bars of second subject, next subject, we will leave one column. So for one subject, there is no gap between the bars. Now leave one column and then draw bars for the second subject. So second subject is Hindi. We draw bar of height 72, 2 units ahead of 70, and then height 65 for second term in Hindi. So 65 is just 5 markings ahead of 60. Next we have the third subject, which is mathematics. So in maths we have the first bar of height 88, 8 markings ahead of 80 for the first term, and then for the second term we have 95. Now you can see that the key is being followed. We are marking dashed line for the first term and then we are marking a plain bar for the second term, and the second term has a height 95 over here. So with the ruler, with the help of a ruler, we can easily make it that it is corresponding to the y-axis. Next, leave one column, draw the bars for the next subject. So every time we are leaving one column and then drawing the bars for the next subject. Science, we have the first term here, which is 81, and then the second term, which corresponds to 85. Again, leave one column, draw the bars for the next subject. So the last subject also has been plotted on the graph now. It's 73 for first term and 75 for the second term. And this completes the drawing of the bar graph. But there is something more which is left. We have been asked a few questions also. So we'll answer those questions. Okay. So in which subject has the child improved his performance the most? So in this case, what will be your answer? In which subject did the child's performance improve the most? So we'll see. We'll compare the bars. The performance improved in English, mathematics, social science, and science and social science as well. But if we notice, so English performance has improved, maths performance has improved, science performance has improved, social science also. But maximum we can say that there is the gap is higher between, particularly in case of mathematics. So the answer for the first part will be maths, that the performance improved the most in maths. Second, in which subject is the improvement the least? So where did you find that the improvement was the least? So for this you need to see English and social science. So in social science, what is it? We can see it's 73 and 75. In English it was 67 and 70. So it improved by 3 marks in English and it improved by 2 marks in social science. So improvement was the least in which subject? It was in social science. See, we will be comparing from the subjects in which performance has improved. From there we have to find out where did it improve the least. And the third part is, has the performance gone down in any subject? Did you find that the second term bar was lower than the first term bar? Yes, we could see that it was there in Hindi. So the answer for the third part will be Hindi. So with the help of this bar graph, we could easily answer this question. So bar graphs, double bar graphs are used to compare two parallel data series. That means we can compare data series which are of same kind and we can easily plot them. So we are representing data and we are fetching information also from it. Thank you.